This is 5 on your side at 4. Focused on you.
We are just 5 days away from the first day of school for St. Louis Public Schools, and Metro Transit now sharing its plan to get those students to class. Good afternoon. I'm Brent Solomon.
And I'm Kay Quinn. Over 1,000 high school students will use public transit. 5 on your side's Megan Kernan is live at the Metro Bus Depot on de Bolivar with how the agency plans to keep students safe. Megan?
Well, Kay and Brent, on Monday morning, SLPS students will flood the Metro Transit system thanks to a new transportation deal. Metro released a statement last night saying their goal is to help teens plan their trips to school so they can easily navigate their transportation next week. Now, more than 1,400 St. Louis high school students will be taking a Metro bus to school in just 5 days. Many may have never taken a Metro bus for transportation, let alone by themselves. If parents want to do a practice run this week with their teen, Metro Transit will give parents a free day pass for 1 day. This will allow parents to help their high school students be more comfortable navigating the bus system and get familiar with their routes ahead of time. And if you're a commuter concerned about overcrowding during the school year, Metro Transit says it will add buses if they have staff. The school district must pay for any extra service required on regular routes.
Parents are anxious because they don't know. They don't know what their students will be experiencing. We've been working with the school district for the last several weeks, making sure that we have things coordinated in terms of how we will be providing the bus service, as well as how our security will supplement their security in this process. So all those things have been worked out, and we're ready to go.
Now, Metro Transit created a video, a how to ride video for students and their parents. You can watch that video on either SLSPS website or the Metro website. Now, if you're a parent who wants to take advantage of this day pass, you can call their customer service at 314-982-1406. Live in St. Louis, Megan Kernan, 5 on your side.
All right, thank you, Megan. And 5 on your side will continue to follow the ongoing transportation problems at the school district. Look for updates on air, online at ksdk.com, and on the 5 on your side app.
Right now, Ferguson Police Officer Travis Brown is still in a coma, recovering from a serious brain injury. Last Friday, a protester violently shoved him, causing him to fall. Today, his family said they've received an outpouring of support. The family said, quote, "While it is impossible to personally thank everyone who has contributed, we want to acknowledge the entire first responder community who have played a vital role in assisting Travis." They're asking people to donate to the Ferguson Police Department and the Support for Officer Travis Brown GoFundMe. For information on how to donate, just look for this story in the As Seen on TV section of ksdk.com.
Today, the family of Sonia Massey held a news conference reacting to the retirement of the Sangamon County Sheriff. Sheriff Jack Campbell made the announcement Friday, 5 weeks after a deputy he hired shot and killed the 36-year-old woman in her home. This afternoon, attorney Ben Crump, who's representing the family, said they're calling for lawmakers to advance legislation that would reform policing in honor of Sonia Massey. Former Sangamon County Deputy Sean Grayson faces a number of charges, including first-degree murder. He has pleaded not guilty and remains in custody. New at 4, 5 on your side has obtained video showing the moments after Maryland Heights police arrested rapper Nelly. Nelly was arrested last week at the Hollywood Casino on an outstanding failure to appear warrant for a traffic charge. The deputy city clerk released this dash cam video in response to a sunshine law request. There is no body camera footage of the incident. The video shows Nelly being taken outside Hollywood Casino in handcuffs and being put in a police cruiser. The arrest report said Nelly was arrested on an outstanding failure to appear warrant for a traffic charge. Police say he also had 4 ecstasy pills on him. Nelly's attorney said his client had won several jackpots, and when he collected from the casino, the officer who supervised the transaction needlessly ran a search for warrants.
Let's turn now to your weather impact forecast. Some parts of the bi-state dealing with storms today. ahead of a bigger threat of severe weather tomorrow. Chief Meteorologist Scott Connell joining us now with the first look at that forecast.
And no severe weather around St. Louis, certainly today, and we expect a relatively tranquil evening in the metro area, all things considered. Tomorrow, though, it changes, and it's an active weather day. We still have clouds around St. Louis. Roads are trending towards drying out, though, after that lighter rain that pressed into the metro area has essentially fizzled. There are still a couple of showers back to the west and northwest of St. Louis, moving southeast. One moving in towards Warrenton right now. If this holds together, there may be some isolated showers here during the evening, but for most of us, no big deal and not a problem. The rainfall was heavy at times, 1 to 3 inches out across parts of mid-Missouri. Our severe weather threat encompasses the entire area for tomorrow, mostly later in the day into tomorrow evening. That's why we have a weather impact alert for tomorrow. There are 3 opportunities that we see for tomorrow for rain. One in the morning, which most likely would not be severe, 6 to 10 a.m. That would be mainly just rain. 4 to 8 p.m. we may see scattered strong thunderstorms developing, especially south of St. Louis. And then from 10 o'clock tomorrow night until about 3 o'clock Friday morning, we have the potential of some stronger storms coming in. So what do you need to do? Well, since all hazards are possible, including strong winds, maybe some hail, perhaps even an isolated tornado, make sure your phone is charged up and make sure that you're staying up to speed on what's happening with the weather-wise. With the weather forecast as we head through the next couple of days. We'll track all this out for you in just a few minutes.
Advice worth taking. Thank you, Scott. Stay ahead of the severe weather anytime if you text the word weather to 314-425-5355. We'll send the weather impact forecast right to your phone.
Some good news for Metro East residents. Hours ago, the city of Alton announced Gordon Moore Park will partially reopen Friday. The park has been closed after a mine collapsed in June, causing this giant sinkhole to emerge. While most of Gordon Moore Park will reopen Friday, city officials say the soccer field where the sinkhole opened and the ballpark will remain closed. Right now, there's no timeline for New Frontier Materials, who mines under the park, to repair that field, as additional testing still needs to be done.
NFM will continue their investigative drilling work, working toward the sinkhole to identify and isolate areas where the sealing rock thickness is inadequate. Once the extent of these insufficient thicknesses are fully understood, repair plans will be developed and implemented.
Again, Gordon Moore Park will reopen at 7 a.m. Friday. The Spencer T. Olin Golf Course will reopen for tee times Saturday at 7 a.m. Well, today marked the start of a new school year for so many students. We'll let you know what's changed in the classroom and even share some first day of school photos in Moment of the Day.
Well, the economy will be one of the key issues in the November election. How the Harris and Trump campaigns are talking about it as they work to woo voters this week.
Driverless taxis out of control in San Francisco. How they're keeping people up at night.